What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dave Mo Flips, T-Mus 100%. Let me just get right into this, man. This guy, I figured him out. So he's got like, I don't know, I'm thinking something in the neighborhood of like 200,000 subscribers. And I'm looking at his videos and he gives a compliment to another YouTube channel that is a type of YouTube channel that's really hype right now, that the car market's crashing, right? And I think of it like this, like how can you be happy that any market is crashing? It's a sign of the times. And to be quite honest with you, big car dealers, like the franchise dealers, they're not gonna go out of business. They're gonna get a bailout. We all know it, right? Like we all know if it got that bad, the government's gonna step in and give them money like they have in the past. So really the dealerships that are going out of business are going to be the mom and pop spots. And you can still be a mom and pop spot and be rather large, okay? So I'm listening to this guy's video and, my stomach's kind of turning, and his latest video is, why is the advertised price of the car this, and then this is the price when you go to the dealership. And here in the state of Florida, the price of the vehicle has to be the price of the vehicle. I can't tell you that I'm going to charge you, I don't know, let's just say $27,000 for a car and then change it on the paperwork. The price of the car has to be the price of the car. What happens is certain dealers charge dealer fees. And I do believe he was talking more along the lines of franchise dealerships. They have like destination fees is what they charge for the car to get brought from wherever it came from to the local location. I've said this in the past. I actually agree with him. That shouldn't be a fee that the consumer should have to pay because they had to get the car there anyway, unless you're special ordering a car that's not on the lot, then you should have to, you got to pay for that, right? Like if you want it to be, I don't know, electric blue with zebra stripes, you got to pay for that. Like I have that car, but it's in Cali. I can get it here. You're going to pay for it. Okay, great. Tax, title, registration, all that gets added to the price of the car. So the argument is, let's do out the door pricing. Well, we could do that, but everything is going to be different. Here in the state of Florida, so I believe in California, a license plate gets put on a car and that license plate stays with the car for its life or whatever, right? Here in the state of Florida, we get a license plate. So it's my tag and I have X amount of tags on all my cars. And if I don't have one, I have to pay a $225 impact fee. So for us to do out the door pricing, okay, we would have to assume either everyone has, we'd have to assume no one has it, okay? Which would make the price of the vehicle go up higher because I have to factor that in to the out the door price. So now let's just say you're a buyer who's got a tag to transfer. I already gave you the out the door price. So now it would be unfair to you because you're going to pay the $225 more than the person that doesn't have a tag. Or I say, hey, don't worry, I'll negotiate against myself and I'll drop the price $225. Sure, I could do that, right? Or I could say, look, the price of the car is $27,000 plus tax, title, and registration. There's no other way around it. I don't know your situation and I don't know what you have. I don't know if you've had 10 cars or no cars, right? If you're an 18-year-old and it's your first car, you got to pay $225. If you're whatever age and you've had 7 cars and you've handed back in 7 of your tags or at least one, and I can go and get that tag back, not the actual tag, but the tag, the numbers will be different, but whatever, you don't got to pay the $225 impact fee. That's just what it is, okay? He then goes on to say that he specialized in bad credit. So people, let me tell you what specializing in bad credit means. When you specialize in bad credit, that means that you deal with subprime lending. That means, regardless to what people say, you might not, I could tell you right now, I don't charge 29% interest. I'm not like those other guys that charge 29% interest. You're right, I charge 28. Now, I'm not saying that I do, we don't even have financing here. But I can say that honestly, because I don't charge 29%. But if you had a dealership or you have a dealership and you deal with people with bad credit, it's common sense. If you have bad credit, you usually can't get good credit card rates, you can't get a good mortgage rate, and you damn sure are not gonna get a good car loan rate, all right? That's just what it is. There's no changing that, okay? Now, can you go in the back and add points? Sure, you can. If you're doing that, you're dead wrong, right? Like the price of the car is what you're gonna get. There's no reason to add more to that, okay? Just play the game fair, all right? So I'll give him that. He then went on to say something along the lines of CarMax. You know, why does CarMax have no haggle pricing? CarMax has no haggle pricing because they don't want their salespeople to deal with it. Not to mention CarMax, the reason why people go to CarMax, for the most part, most people don't even realize that it's no haggle. Because I can guarantee you, if you ask most of those salespeople there, they're going to say that people still try to haggle. It's an easy way for the sales guy to be like, oh, or the salesperson like, oh, I can't because, you know, it's CarMax and we can't haggle, we can't lower the price. The reason why most people go into CarMax is because they don't have the best credit. CarMax will pretty much finance anybody, okay? Now, I'm gonna say this, I love CarMax. I think CarMax has one of the best warranties, hands down. You know, but God, you can buy anything from CarMax for the most part and get their warranty and blow it up. And I mean, was it Rob Hitz made a video about it on VinWiki? I believe TK's Garage, I think he made a video about it. Watch JR Go, he made a video about it. You know, he had like one of those Ford diesel motors that are notorious for blowing up. But nonetheless, I honestly do believe CarMax has the best warranty. And usually when I get people in here that want to finance cars, I usually tell them, you know, check out CarMax because we don't finance. So check out CarMax. I would only suggest going to CarMax if you can't get approved at a franchise dealership for a certified pre-owned, or because their warranty is top notch, in my opinion. All right, in my opinion, their warranty is second to none. So back to this guy. And it occurred to me that the last time I made this video about, not necessarily about him, but referring to him, he had made a comment that he was gonna sit this out for a year, right? So, and again, here's a car dealer for you. Here's a car dealer for you. And remember guys, I don't really care for car dealers. So here's a car dealer. A car dealer will take any situation out there and kind of mold it for them. So in one of the last videos that he came out with, where I'll try to find it for you guys. So he's like, oh yeah, so I'm gonna take a year off. I'm just gonna sit out this market crash because I'm so smart and I'm an auto expert. Get that, an auto expert. I got your auto expert right here, guy. So, you know, he says that, and then in his last video, he says he comes clean. Come to find out that the building or the property that he wanted to rent or whatever, I guess rent, because the prior tenant didn't move out. Then they finally moved out and there was a bunch of crap left out. And then the city rezoned it so car dealers, automotive cannot be there. Not just car dealers, repair shops, I'd assume, and stuff like that. So this whole time, he's trying to sell this narrative that, oh, I'm just so smart, I'm gonna sit this out. When he came clean, typical car dealer fashion, you can't even keep your lies straight, right? You can't even keep your lies straight. So then he's like, oh, well, it's because of this reason. I can't get in there because they rezoned it. Now I got to go in front of the county commissioner, et cetera, et cetera. So what is it? Is it, because either way you're a liar, right? Either way you're a liar. So is it that you wanted to sit this out because you're so smart and intelligent? Or is it because you couldn't move in on time, right? Now, I'm going to say this, guys. He seems like a really nice guy. But let me say this to you. Anyone who says go to this other thing to see the person I really am is telling you that the person that you're watching in this video is not who they really are. They're trying to be someone for views, okay? YouTube pays us based on views and ads and the stuff that you buy from our links and all that kind of stuff. And of course, if you click on the link, it's not YouTube that's paying us, it's what, you know, whatever. The ads you watch, that's how we get paid. With that being said, guys, if I'm sitting out here and I have terrible thumbnails and I'm making content that no one wants to see, then I'm doing it for myself, and that's just what it is. And if I'm true to myself, which I am, I put out this type of stuff. Oh, one more thing. I want to say this too. It's fun. I got someone to repo car. So anyway, let me say this. He then goes on to say, you know, this is out the door pricing. If you went and bought a $3 bottle of ketchup from Walmart, you can't, if it's advertised as $3, Walmart can't charge you $3.50. He's absolutely correct there. But if you want that sort of thing to carry over into this thing here that we do, then you need to take the haggling and the negotiating out of what it is that we do, okay? Which means it doesn't start with us, it starts with the consumer, which means you gotta tell the consumer there's no haggling. This is what it is. Do you, and I say this, let me tell you this right now, I say this to people all the time, like, let me ask you a question. So, do you go to Walmart and start negotiating at the cash register for your milk? No, right? So why is it that society thinks that you can do the same thing here? Because I'm basically the same thing as any retail store you shop at. The difference is I sell cars. Therefore, you believe that you can negotiate with me. I'm a business owner. I pay cash for my vehicles, for my product. But yet you want to come here and start negotiating. So that's where it has to start. If you guys want better pricing, if now talking to the consumers, if you want better pricing, then you need to accept the prices that they are. Another thing, out the door pricing for dealers will never be able to compete with general car, like the private sale owners, okay? That's why we don't usually do out the door pricing, because we have to charge tax, title, and registration. There are certain instances where you don't have to charge registration, like if you're selling a fixer-upper, then it's just tax and title. But you can't come into this dealership and I can't sell you a car for $10,000 and write on the paper that you only paid $2,000, okay? And again, let's be totally transparent here. Most people that buy off the street change the dollar amount that they spent on the vehicle. So this is the state's way of combating that type of activity, because you're screwing them on their taxes. So if you spent $10,000 on the car, and you said that you bought it for $2,000, then you're screwing them on $8,000 worth of taxes. Not $8,000 that you had to pay them, but the taxing of $8,000. So that's why we have to do it like that, okay? Otherwise, we'd probably go out of business, probably like you did, right? I mean, you're an automotive expert, and you no longer have your dealership, something that you say that you love doing and everything else, but yet you don't have your dealership anymore, you know? I love selling cars, and here I am, you know, making YouTube videos on the side, not making a YouTube channel, saying all these other things. But I figured them out. Guys. I figured him out. Here's the deal. If I can sell you, the consumer, on me being a good guy, I'm going to sell you on I'm a good guy. I'm going to sell you that I'm the consumer advocate. I'm great. Here's all the secrets. I'm the only YouTube channel that tells you the truth about selling cars. Look at my fucking halo. Are you blind? You gonna see it? Oh, it's probably because it's so fucking bright you can't see. It's like looking into the sun. Get out of here. Listen, here's the deal. He's building up a customer base. He's building up a customer base without you even knowing it, okay? There it is. It's a wolf in sheep's clothing, and he is so good at it. He is so freaking good at it, I applaud him. He already gave the name of his dealership, what it's gonna be. He already gave you the plan, what he's gonna be doing. And he's selling you every single day, if you watch his videos, on the person he wants you to believe he is, right? But if you don't like a foul-mouthed, real person, then don't go look at where he says for you to go, okay? Because on his YouTube videos, he wants to come across as this other individual, and he admitted it himself, okay? Here is the reason why I hate car dealers. There it is, guys. I've said it a million times in my videos. I hate car dealers. I like selling cars. I love selling cars. I sell dollar menu cars to people that can't afford or don't want to go into a car payment or a nicer vehicle. I am not saying that I don't make money on it, but I'm also not making $1 million, all right? And not that anything's wrong with making $1 million, it's how you go about making it. But what I'm not doing is trying to sell you on me so I can go and tell you, oh guys, great news, I opened up my car dealership, look at my car, blah, 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 blah. And then a bunch of you guys come in, I want that car because I could trust you, and I want that car because I could trust you. It's a lie. It's a lie. You can only trust the one that I show you, right? Because I'm sneaking this other thing on the, you're so busy watching this hand, you forgot what this hand is doing. That's the truth, guys. That's the truth. Like me, hate me, I don't care one way or another, to be quite honest with you. I'm not trying to sell not one of my subscribers now or when I have 1 million a car. If I was, just like this other guy does, not this other guy, but the other guy, I would say, hey, here's your chance to go buy my car. I'm going to run it at Copart. I'm going to run it at IAAI. Why do they do that? Because they have 200,000+ subscribers and they want you to go there. They want you to bid up their car. They don't care about you. They don't care if you get money. They don't care. All they care about is them getting money. The other dealer who named his channel after his dealership, the other two, right? You think that's a coincidence? You think that's a coincidence, guys? You think it's a coincidence that they're like, oh, I sold a car to a subscriber. Oh, I sold 100 cars. Da-da-da-da. Guys, I'm far from hating. I'm far from hating. As a matter of fact, I think it's a genius idea what they came up with, okay? They are car dealers. They are the exact thing that I hate. I hate. But I will never ever hate someone who's trying to get ahead, okay? I'll never ever turn my back on, I'll never be fake, all right? I'm never gonna come to you and tell you to like me or change the person I am so this way I get more views or I sell more cars or I do anything. The truth of the matter is I'm not out there right now selling cars at this point because I got a real shitty attitude. That's the truth, guys. If you came to this dealership to buy a car from me, the person you see on these videos is the same person you're gonna see out there. You're gonna try to tell me that my car is not priced right? I'm gonna sit here and tell you I've been on Facebook Marketplace. I know I got the most aggressively priced vehicle. If you can find one cheaper that's comparable to what I have, go buy it. Go buy it. If you came on my lot looking at a $2,000 car and now all of a sudden you want to test drive a $10,000 car, I'm gonna be the first guy to tell you, you probably can't afford it or it's not in your wheelhouse right now to spend that kind of money, all right? Time is money to me. I don't have time to sit out here and let you joyride the Porsche because you've never been in a Porsche before, okay? I'm not the guy who's gonna say, oh, here's the keys to the Lexus, even though you were coming here looking at a fucking 2000 Corolla. It doesn't make sense, guys. Dislike me because I'm brutally honest, okay? Or, here's another thing for you. My friend told me this a long time ago, and it stuck with me. He wasn't saying it to me, but it was a great saying. I don't know where it came from, but I do know where I got it from, and that was my buddy. He said, real recognizes real, and you don't look familiar, all right? So that's me. I'm a real dude. I don't care about anything. Straight up and down, I don't care. I don't owe people money for the cars I have. I don't use floor plans, and when I do use floor plans, I got the cash in the bank. But you never heard me use a floor plan. You know why? You don't even know that part of my business. And it's not because I'm hiding it from you. It's because I don't want to come off to be like a show off. You don't, maybe you know the name of the dealership that I'm at now, right? But I'm the most humble dude. I don't even tell you all my wins. Go look for this year. Go look through this year, all right? I might maybe said I did great on 2 cars. I sold 2-3 cars. Truth of the matter is I already made over 6 figures. Not a crazy amount of money, okay? Not a crazy amount of money, and I'm not bragging. What I'm trying to tell you is I have no reason to tell you every single one. And I feel like I went way, way too far with this. What I'm trying to say, guys, understand where you're getting your information from. Understand where it's coming from and understand why they're giving it to you. this individual is trying to act like your friend, and he's not. He's building up the best clientele book he can. That's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. If you're a car dealer and you want to try to do out-the-door pricing, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. There's a reason why dealers don't do out-the-door pricing. I wish we could. I wish we could do out-the-door pricing. I wish it was the same for everybody. I've tried to do it myself, and even with out-the-door pricing, my prices were still competitive, and people still came here and wanted a better deal. He went so far as to say Car Gurus, right? Oh, well, Car Gurus charges me $5,000 a month, and they were saying that my cars were overpriced. So Car Gurus does that because they are actually trying to be competitive for the consumers. What they're trying to do is get the best price. So when a consumer is looking online at these cars, they want to know they're getting the best price. So they're kind of, you just weren't suited well for them. Your business motto did not go well with Car Gurus. I think it's sad that it took you 5 months and $25,000 to figure that out. And I wish I had money like you. I wish I could just be like, because on day one you would see, the reason why you go to Car Gurus is it tells you, right, like how well priced your car is, and you want it to be well priced, right? It's like dealersearch.com. When you get their website, it tells you, how much below, how much you're saving, et cetera, et cetera. So it took you 5 months to figure out Car Gurus is not the outlet for you. But you're the auto expert, You're the auto expert. Should have spent more time in math and not fucking automotive, but whatever. With that being said, the guy's obviously got money too. I mean, you could tell by the kind of cars he drives, and even if they are on credit, he still has to make the payment, right? So the guy's got money. I'm not here to say he doesn't. What else did he say? I'm trying to go to the top of my head here, guys. I guess that's really it in a nutshell, So again, just know where the information's coming from. I'll tell you what I really want to do is I really want to start a channel, just get digging in these motherfuckers' ass, bro. Like you're full of it, and this is why. You're full of it, and this is why. You're full of it, and this is why. Because I promise you, if you just open your eyes and pay attention, you will see most of these YouTubers, they're just full of shit. Full of shit. I could turn this camera around and I could show you this lot. It's a dollar every lot. Nothing to hide. But at any rate, good luck, guys. I'm out of here.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend.